Now I'm going to go over how to use split screen mode and pop out mode here on your Samsung device. The first thing we're going to go over is split screen mode, which is basically how to use two apps at the same time to help make multitasking a little easier. And then we'll go over pop out mode, which is basically how to have an app as a floating window on your screen here, just as you kind of would on your computer. And that'll make a little bit more sense once we get to that. So first, split screen mode. To activate split screen mode, you want to have the apps open that you want to use in split screen mode, or at least you want the first app open, because to activate it, you have to go to your recent apps screen, which is right here where it shows all your recent apps. And then on the screen you want, on the app you want to have on the top part of your screen, you want to select first. So I want Chrome on the top half, and so I'm going to tap the Chrome icon here at the top, and you see I get this menu of different options, and I'm going to select Open in Split Screen. Now you can see it's at the top half of the screen, Chrome is, and then I can go ahead and select another app, and I can select from my recent apps or any app that's in my app drawer. You can also search for an app if you want to make it a little faster. But for me, I'm going to open the clock app. Now, not every app supports split screen mode. So if you select an app, it may say this isn't available for split screen mode or something like that. But most apps at this point do support it. So now you can see I have my two apps here, and I can go and change things in each one, just as you think you would. What I can also do is I can adjust the size of each one. So if I want Chrome to take up more of the screen, I just take that little blue bar and drag it down a little. And you can see it's now adjusted and the clock app is smaller. I can also, again, do that kind of the other way to make one smaller than the other. Now, if I want to get out of split screen mode, I basically just take that blue bar, and if I want Chrome to take up the whole screen, I drag all the way down like that. If I want the clock app to take the whole screen, I just drag to the top. So let's have Chrome take up the whole screen. There you go. And again, we can go back and set up split screen mode because I want to show you one more thing with it. So here I have the two apps set back up, and if I go to the home screen, or if I go to a different app or anything like that, and I go back to my recent apps, you can see those two apps are actually still together in split screen mode. So I can reopen them from where I left off. So that is pretty handy, and we're going to leave them like that for now. So that's split screen mode, and now I'm going to go over how to put an app kind of in its own floating window here. It's called pop out mode. To do that, again, you want to go to your recent apps. It's got to be in here, and you want to find the app you want in pop out mode. So I want to put the Play Store in pop out mode. So I'm going to tap the Play Store icon, and I'm going to select Open in Pop Up View. So you can see now I've got a little window here, and I can scroll through and use it just like I normally would. And if I drag the blue little bar at the top here, I can reposition it somewhere on the screen if I want to. Now, if I tap that blue bar, I'll get a few more options. I can, close it out with the X if I wanted to. I could make it full screen if I wanted to, or I can put it in a little bubble here if I click the two arrows pointing at each other. And now it's just kind of a floating bubble on my home screen, and I can go to different apps and do different things. And even if I have another app open in the background, I can open it back up and still use it and kind of use these two apps at the same time, just in a little bit different of a way than split screen mode does. I can also resize this app. So here, this will be easier to see if you just drag kind of on the sides. So if I go here, I can make it bigger. If I do the side, I can kind of make it smaller, right? So you can kind of readjust it to a certain size that you want. Okay. And you can even have this pop out open if we're in split screen mode with something else. So let's set up our split screen mode with our other two apps again. So you can see here I am, and I've still got that bubble for my pop-up app that I've got. And if I tap that, you can see now I've got 3 apps running at the same time. So you can have 3 apps running at the same time. And the last thing kind of here, or the last 2 things, is you have this button, which if you do that, you can kind of change the transparency of your little pop-up view app here if you want to. We'll go ahead and set that back to normal. And then the last thing here is you can actually put it into a split screen mode if you have split screen mode already open with other 2 apps. Or if we just had it open, we'll open the Play Store back up in pop-out mode. Again, if you just tap the blue bar, you can click the X to get out of it. You can click those arrows to just bring the app to full screen as well. So that's how you can use split screen mode and pop-up view on a Samsung device to kind of help you multitask and use multiple apps at one time. Hopefully this video helps, and if it does, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this one on how to make your technology work better for you. Thanks.